Welcome everyone to Supreme Television, and if you're new to my channel, please hit the like button, favorite this video, and subscribe today. I'll be doing plenty more videos in the future, and today we're going to be talking about Dragon Age Inquisition, Battlefield Hardline, and Dying Light, and yeah, that's going to be about it really for the day. I was debating if I should make more videos. I was going to make a two-part video of these three subjects, but I think I'm just going to make it just one entire video. I don't think it'll be too long, and if it even is, I don't think that'd be a big problem. But anyway, before we continue, in the background you're seeing PlanetSide 2. God damn it, PlanetSide 2. Fuck me. PlanetSide 2 is actually not that. I wish it was, but it's definitely sure the hell not that. That is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. But Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is a great game, and if you're interested, definitely pick it up. I love the game to death. I enjoy the game a lot, which I really wasn't for sure that I would, but I took a chance on it, and it was a damn great game. Anyway, excuse me from what I said previously, it's not PlanetSide 2, okay, which I'm pretty sure anybody who has any kind of brain in here, or anyone who's watching this video, will realize that that's not PlanetSide 2. If that's PlanetSide 2, then we was all, really screwed over, and yeah, we was definitely, yeah, they lied to us. But anyway, yeah, PlanetSide 2, no release date on that yet, probably November, December, and can't wait for that, and I do apologize for mentioning that in this video called Plants vs. Zombies PlanetSide 2. But anyway, Dragon Age Inquisition will come out November 18th, 2014. It's been delayed twice. It was scheduled to come out last year, but EA delayed it this year, and then they delayed it again, but only by a month, so it wasn't horrible. The game looks astonishing. It is by far one of the most anticipated games of my 2014 calendar. The thing is, like, Watch Dogs and Destiny kind of let me down a lot. I did enjoy Destiny a little bit in the beta. Actually, I enjoyed it a lot in the beta. I was having high hopes for it, and then once the game finally released, to me, Destiny kind of really sucked. I just couldn't keep playing it. It was just so boring. But anyone else who loves playing it, that's your opinion, and that's great. I'm glad you're enjoying the game because you got your money's worth. But for me, I felt like I was really screwed over the game, and I did not like it at all. I really dislike Destiny. Watch Dogs, same thing. Watch Dogs to me was better than Destiny, but it was not so much more better. It was as boring as well. So, which I'm going to be more careful this time around next year, buying games. I'm definitely going to be more careful on Ubisoft games, especially. Because Ubisoft has kind of let me down twice already. But Far Cry 4 looks amazing, and so does The Crew. Those two games, Ubisoft may have something. Anyway, Dragon Age Inquisition, it looks by far my game of the year, because really that's the only game that I look like I'm going to have any fun and play a lot. This entire year I haven't really played, I've played PS4 games, but I haven't really played them long, but that's because they ain't been interesting. I've been playing more on my PlayStation 3 and Vita than I have playing them games on PS4, and that's pretty bad, which is kind of normal for a new generation of consoles, which is now current gen anyway. So, before I go any further than that, new gen consoles or current gen consoles, whichever one calls it, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not gonna, point anybody out who calls what. To me, I think it's still next gen. I don't think it's not next gen. I don't think it's current gen until a year at least after their release, which hasn't been a year yet. So about a month, a little less than a month. So within less than a month, then I'll start calling current gen. But the first year for me is always just next gen. Anyway, back on to that. Dragon Age. Yeah, and the map will be huge in Dragon Age Inquisition. I mean, it says in one area of the map, it's like 4 times bigger than the Dragon Age 2 map, which that's insane. That's just one little area, and it's not even the largest area, they've said. It's actually one of the smallest. And I'm like, what? I mean, that's insane. And I got the game pre-ordered, and God, I'm looking so forward to it. And I love Dragon Age 1 and 2. I love BioWare in general. The games they make is by far the greatest games I ever played. Mass Effect is the top of my list. I love that game. I played 1 through 2 and 3 on PlayStation 3. And I'm glad that I waited, because at least I got to play them in order. Because it was only used to be Mass Effect 2 and 3 only on PlayStation, while Xbox had the first Mass Effect, which thank God they finally brought that back over. Because I actually got to experience true Mass Effect. And in Dragon Age, I love those games. Not as good as Mass Effect, but other people may disagree. I think it's probably in my second, right above Metal Gear Solid, which I love Metal Gear Solid, and that's a great game too. But anyway, Dragon Age Inquisition will also have, let's see, I think it was 50 to 80 hours of just pure gameplay, and that was just, they wasn't meaning in total. I think that was like this, like 50 hours in story, 80 hours in just side missions or something, equaling up to like 100 and some hours in total, but that's not included. Technically, from my understanding, you could spend, depending on what you want to do and how fast you want to do it, you could be spending 50 hours to 80 hours to even as high as 150 hours. You know, it just depends on what you're doing, how you're doing it. You know, if you're doing every little thing, then yeah, you're going to have the longest time. But if you're just running right through the story, you're going to be done 50 hours, which that makes sense. Anyway, Dragon Age is also... the graphics in this game, using the Frostbite 3 engine, just looks astonishing, amazing, beautiful. And I'm glad they finally went to a different engine instead of using Unreal. Don't get me, Unreal's a good engine too, but it's not my favorite engine. I think Frostbite engine is by far most superior. The Fox engine looks nice, but I still like the Frostbite engine more than any other engine I've ever came to enjoy. Offers a lot more level of freedom, more games use it because of that level of freedom. So DICE did a really great job when they was making the Frostbite engine, and that's just great. I love the engine, love it because they took it and put it in this game. This game is gonna be, it was already great before, it's gonna be 10 times better. Anyway, next, Battlefield Hardline. So is it worth $60? I'm definitely pre-ordering. Now I'm already dead set on getting, you know, premium for Battlefield Hardline. Why? Yes. I played the beta when it was only on PS4 and PC, and the game was definitely a lot more different than Battlefield 4, in my opinion. Yeah, it still had the basic gameplay of stuff of Battlefield, but in Battlefield Hardline, it requires more teamwork. Like, I actually had to do more teamwork in Hardline than I ever had in Battlefield 4, and that was just the beta. Like, you couldn't really, I felt like teamwork in that game was far more superior than Battlefield 4. It was a lot more different. Cops and Robbers is a great idea. Should they make a sequel to it? I think we should just wait and see. Once the game comes out and everybody gets a taste of it and actually enjoys it, everybody will leave a comment about it, an opinion. Then DICE will probably decide, all right, well, Hardline didn't do good enough, so we're not gonna make another one. We're just gonna stick to original what Battlefield always has been. But if it does good, you know that they're gonna make a sequel to it eventually. One game I wish they would make, Battlefield freaking Bad Company 3. I mean, that would have been a better game, in my opinion, because they never finished that story. They never even bothered to finish the story. I just want the story to be finished, or something. You know, that'd been nice if they just released Battlefield Bad Company 3. It was a funny game, and they could bring that funny aspect of Battlefield back for one last time in Bad Company 3, and then just end it. I mean, they didn't have to ever do it again, but they should have just ended it there. But they just want to do Hardline for some reason, which, don't get me wrong, I'm really looking to Hardline. I love all Battlefield games. I've played every Battlefield game known to man, either on my account or friends' accounts. I've touched every Battlefield game there is. I love Battlefield. I mean, I used to be a big Call of Duty guy when Call of Duty 4 and came out in World at War, but once I found Battlefield, that's all I've played. I still play Call of Duty here and there, but Call of Duty to me is very Yeah, it's not as good as it used to be, that's for sure. But Advanced Warfare does look interesting. I'm not getting it out of the gate. I'm definitely gonna wait for reviews on it before I decide on that. Which I think I kind of want to get it just because it reminds me of Titanfall. I played Titanfall on PC, and that game was so much more fast-paced, in my opinion, than Call of Duty. I enjoyed Titanfall way more better than I did Call of Duty in the last 3 years, or 4. And Titanfall didn't have a lot of content, didn't have a lot of guns, didn't have a lot of in-game content, didn't have a single player, it was just all really multiplayer. And that game to me was actually better. I enjoyed it, and I really look forward to Titanfall 2 coming to PlayStation 4. We all know it's coming to PlayStation 4. EA ain't going to let a big blockbuster game stay on one console like that. But one time, it was a new game, they could risk it. You know, they could risk doing that because they knew, even if they didn't have a game, they were still going to be making the same amount of profit. So if they did do horrible on Xbox One, what did they have to lose? They had nothing to lose. It was a new game, new IP. Why the hell not? Get some extra cash on it. You know, and that was kind of a smart move by EA, but kind of dumb at the same time because they could have made more money than they expected. But I don't think they thought Xbox One was going to do that bad. Hardline though looks great. The graphics in it even look so much more improved over Battlefield 4 in my opinion. They still look like Battlefield 4 graphics, but they look way more improved. They've been polished more. It will be running 60 frames, 1080p on PlayStation 4. It's not confirmed yet for Xbox One, which I'm pretty sure it will run 60 frames per second. But 1080p mark, I don't think it's going to hit it. And I kind of just don't care. Like, if it don't... I think resolution, graphics does matter in certain aspects of games, but gameplay is king, and I think that if it has great gameplay and great content, then I could really care less what resolution is, frame rate, or any of that is. As long as it offers me a great experience, I could care less. But to other people, that's different. It's always graphics and resolution is king, which that's totally their opinion, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what they think, that's what makes them enjoy games. There's nothing wrong with that. So, in my opinion, PlayStation 4 is a more powerful, well, not opinion, it is a fact. PlayStation 4 is a more powerful console than the Xbox One. It's a great gaming machine. Now, when it comes to media, Xbox One kind of holds that title. But to be honest with you, why should I get an Xbox One? I can get a Roku box for $100. Yeah, it wasn't really a great idea, in my opinion. Oh yeah, it was all great for all in one system, but it was kind of stupid. I mean, it just didn't make a lot of sense. I think eventually there will just be one console. I don't see console gaming dying out, but I do see eventually just being one console, and it will be the all-in-one console, truly. Like, you can play media, games, and connect every damn thing in your house, PC, and everything to that console. What console that is, I don't know. Whoever jumps on it first, I guess, will win that out. Which Xbox One, I guess, kind of had the idea, but with media, which I don't think... I mean, it's interesting for media and stuff, and if you're a big movie guy and stuff, or woman, then that's your console. If you don't play games a lot, you're just a media freak. But then again, why get that when you just can get a Roku box? I just don't understand that. But anyway, I'm definitely gonna be getting Battlefield Hardline. It looks amazing. I think the game looks far more different than Battlefield 4. I think it's worth $60. I've decided I'm getting Battlefield Hardline Premium with it. It, to me, looks worth it because I enjoyed the beta so much. And I think the game also required a lot more higher skill level with team and everything else. It really did. But that's because they have, I think it was so much the game modes. I don't know if it's the game itself in general, but the actual game modes was really team-based. Like, it was more team-based than Battlefield 4, that's for sure. So I'll definitely be getting that. That's coming out March 17th, 2014. Definitely got it pre-ordered. I think it's worth it, and I will probably be making gameplay videos when it releases in March. March 17th, 2014. So yeah. Anyway, next subject before time runs out. Dying Light. Everybody, Dying Light has been canceled for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Which that should have been the case from the very get-go. I think it should have been exclusive to PS4, Xbox One, PC. Anyway. But anyway, that's all the news I got for you guys. So thanks for watching. Please hit the like and fave button and subscribe to my channel. This is Supreme Television signing off. Y'all take it easy, and I'll see you guys around next time.